the apartment, and they echo in the corridor, and then the other girl takes her coat and they leave. They run down the stairs, and there's the sound of the steps in the stairs when they go. And then they run on the streets. It's autumn. It's been raining, and it's perhaps a bit wet, and the lights are shining on the streets. This is the place where they sell ice cream and candy and stuff like that, magazines and kiosk. And this is owned by the other girl's father, the butcher. The butcher is a rough man. He's a bad man, yes, quite so. And the girls, they run along the streets and they come here. This this outer view skin resembles, later in the film, there is the restaurant tavern where Oona talks with Paavo, and Paavo leaves, and there's Marcus, and Marcus is drunk, and she gets him out of there. She phones the taxi, and they go to the taxi outside the tavern. And that picture where they go to the taxi or wait for the taxi in the 80s is like this in the lighting and colors and the wet streets and possibly a little rain. Maybe it's September, there are still green leaves in the... This is linden, yes. No, anyway, they go there, and there they see the pictures of the sadistic pictures of a woman, and then she goes home and her parents are dead. Then I made a kind of a very much a comic book style story here of the skin where this is from 2010, where the young couple, Emma and Jussi, are at Emma's home meeting her parents. They spend the night there, and during that night Jussi has the very gripping experience where his subconscious produces a kind of embarrassing image that makes him very uncertain, wondering. And yes, we have here the pictures. Then I have another paper where there's how the camera moves. There's the close-up of a feather floating on the water, because it's the sea. There, the camera kind of packs up. Yes. And the picture opens to a wider. It's not zoom. It's tea begins. Anyway, then the camera packs inside the house, inside the room where they sleep. There are the windows, still further, and there's the bed. The camera back still back. It also at the same time it goes back. It also goes up, and there's a picture from them from above, and then it goes to the side of the bed, and there they are from the side of the bed, and here is the how the camera is by the bedside. Here it's first here where they are from up, and then it goes down here. It's more normal perspective for these pictures. And he wakes just like that suddenly in the middle of the night. This is Emma sleeping by his side, and he sees the moonlight is flowing from the doors and windows, and he can see Emma's throat like that, white in the moonlight. Very graphic, nice, beautiful. And that moment there, from his subconscious creates a picture where hands are strangling the delicate white throat of this woman, and it only lasts for some seconds. It's very impressive. Yeah, I want it as a picture, not quite like this. I want this picture. It's not the picture of a Marcus strangling Oona in the 80s, because he has not seen it. This is something different. This is something between the reality of 2010 and the reality of the 80s. Something his imagination, subconscious, has created. An image of hands strangling a delicate throat, like her mother. And he's puzzled and perplexed and makes some noises. Then there's a close-up of his eyes when he realizes that something weird is happening, and then Emma awakens just to calm him down, kind of, and he's not calmed. He takes his morning coat and goes out, walks in the moonlight by the beach, and this lacks the pictures. There's a close-up of his face, then he's standing there, and then the camera kind of goes round, and then there's at the same time, I think there were some monologue, his thoughts, and then he can be seen as a silhouette against the sea and the moon, and that's it. Still lacks some of those pictures. I have been drawing this skin so detailed as to think how it should be done, because I want certain colors here inside this room. For example, this bed, and color they're sleeping. Can I find something here? No. They're upstairs, or then they're in the bigger one. But I want the walls to be kind of dark blue. Dark blue. And the cover, something like this. Yeah. Crimson. very, very, very deep and beautiful red, crimson red. Yeah. The dark blue and this, and then the floor might be some. It's wooden. It's an old house. It's got a wooden floor, and the floor might be something. It might be done with some stuff on the wood that makes it a pale grey. So there's light on the floor, not in the walls. And then there's this deep crimson bed where they're sleeping. It should be quite nightmarish, actually. Yeah. The red. Yes. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it then. Yeah.